Hello, hello, hello. So exciting. I did all of the things before the timer ran out. Proud of myself. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Happy, beautiful, blessed Sunday evening. Uh, it is Monday Eve. I love me a Monday. I hope you are there for the podcast on Monday as well. I have an amazing guest, but if you don't know who I am, my name is Tennille, and I help women who've been diagnosed with lupus go from confused and discouraged to healed, hopeful, and in control of the medical narrative. So today is May 25th, and the 25th day in a row that we've been doing a podcast about lupus because it is Lupus Awareness Month. And I just want to love on us a little bit. Lupus warriors, lupus soldiers, lupus baddies. We right now have a month all about us, which is amazing. And today's episode is actually about community and why we need it. I feel like everyone needs a community of people who are just like them. Hey, Michael. And support to know that they're not crazy. The odds are that you are not crazy. However, hey, warrior mom. However, the mind will trick you into telling yourself that you are indeed crazy. Especially when you're feeling like your experience of the world right now is very unique and very specific. And if you meet one person with lupus, you are literally just meeting one person. You don't have there's not a cookie cutter of any kind of chronic illness at all. Everyone will experience it different, and that is okay. However, there are some tried and true things that people are all going to be able to experience together and understand together. So because of long hospital stays, hey friends, hi, thanks for stopping by. Because of long hospital stays and parameters around what you can eat or medication you take and how much sun you can have, all that kind of stuff. A lot of the time, having a chronic illness, especially lupus, is very isolating, and people do not really understand that unless it's happened to them. It's very time at a long hospital stay. I've come out of the hospital timid. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Awesome. You're amazing. Um, so when I come out of the hospital very timid, I find it hard to acclimate back into society because I have been laying in a bed listening to beeps that are keeping me alive for days, weeks, months. I've done all of that, right? And when you come outside, life has been going on without you that whole time. And no matter how much social media and you try to keep a little connected, there are days that you just don't know existed because you were tired, you were unconscious, you were in a surgery, all that kind of stuff. So time is kind of running all together. Things are weird. So if you have not experienced something like that, it's really nice to be in community with some other people who have experienced things that are similar. Thank you. Let me know if you are on the live. If you're watching this live, put an L in the chat. And if you are watching the recording, let me know. I'm nosy. I want to know. I can't relate to lupus, but my son has had 2 open heart surgeries. Wow. And I can relate on the hospital stays. Wow. Wow. That is amazing. God bless you and your son. Any kind of, and thank you for the gifts. Any kind of hospital stays could leave a little bit of trauma, especially your baby. That's insane. I cannot imagine. I know that I would be so freaked out. Especially like in a pediatric setting, the hospital stays are different. You are not alone. Yes, that's exactly what I'm here to say is you are not alone. And I really appreciate the comments you guys are leaving. You are giving me life right now. So community. Oops. Battery's low. Sorry, TikTok. Community actually helps. Having like that emotional support actually helps with healing. So if you are in a situation where you are sick in any kind of way, even if you have a flu or something like that, having a support system that you feel taken care of, that you feel like people are looking out for you, people are praying for you, the strongest warriors get to choose to love to climb the most arduous mountains. You're right. I love that. Thanks, Jonathan. Uh, if you when I was sick, when I was at one of my sickest, and I was uh being told who was praying for me, even though I was a little loopy, the brain fog was real heavy. I remember I started to feel lighter and better. I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna get better because I I have these people praying for me, and that good energy, you can feel that. You can feel that good energy. So thank you so much. Listen, y'all always have a cheerleader in me. I'm always blowing up your page. Your page is so fun and so funny. Um, so remember that even if you don't know the person, like I have internet friends right now that I've never met in real life, that I will forever go up and look through their stuff and like and comment just so they feel supported, just so they know that I'm watching. And it does matter. Now, the community that you get to choose is sometimes the best community. Sometimes the maybe family doesn't understand what you're going through, so they're not going to be as supportive as you would like. Or a friend that you thought was going to be your ride or die. I don't like that saying, ride or die. Can we ride or fly? Because I want to, let's not talk about that part. We're riding and flying, ride or fly. Yes. So the friends that you thought were going to be with you the whole time, maybe they're not the ones that are going to be there with you, and that is okay. I was just talking to my friend, he's on this live, Jonathan, forever, working through something that I was going through, that just having this conversation, breaking it down, saying it out loud. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Um, it cleared up so much in my mind. Like, sometimes talking to yourself about it over and over is just you ruminating and you're not getting to a solution, and you need to call some outside sources. So that kind of support is super important. And if you don't have that kind of support, you can buy that kind of support. Just so you know, you can get therapy, you can get counseling, there's hotlines you can call. There's not a reason that you should be going through this alone. And no matter what you do, somebody's going to be judging you anyway. So I'm a God girl. So I'm going to tell you, Jesus Christ was a perfect human walking on this earth, still crucified the man, still didn't understand what he was doing. So I don't understand how people think that they're supposed to be perfect. Thank you so much for showing up for me. K Bird, how you doing? You're amazing. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Hug those babies for me. Um, yeah, so there's never gonna be perfect. You're never gonna be the perfect idea of a sick person. You're never gonna be the perfect idea of a healthy person. And find that support. Now, I'm gonna say this because I think my community, our community, if you're watching, is the best community. And it's just a beautiful place to be in. The encouragement is outrageous. The guidance is next level. Like I, I would never have imagined that this is what I needed, and now that I found it, I'll never imagine living my life without the community that we have built. Okay, um, I'm in a mastermind. I have my own mastermind. I didn't understand how important community was. I started to understand in 2012 when I joined my first network marketing company, but it's evolved, and I like more and more understood and got it together that like this is not me alone. Like, if I want to go somewhere fast, yeah, I'm gonna go by myself. If I want to go far, take this to the next level, community. We need backup. You don't go to war. You don't go to war. The US Army is not going into another country alone. It's not one army, it's an army of people. It's not one person. So the more backup you can have, that's going to keep you in on the straight and narrow of your goals, of your dreams, of your like ideas. Like, your brain can only hold so much. So sometimes you're gonna forget things that make you feel good. In the moment when you're like feeling icky and you're like, oh, I don't want to, I can't, I don't. And then your friend comes, your community comes to the rescue and is like, oh, didn't you say you like to do this when that happens? Isn't this a holistic cure? Isn't this a medication that you like to deal with, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? Community is so important. That's why things got so weird in 2020. Like, I don't know if you remember, but people used to meet each other outside. They used to spend time together, interact in person. It was a weird, crazy thing that happened before the panorama, pandemic. I just don't like to say that word. So now people have really realized that community is so important. Kids are growing up now and they don't understand how to really make friends sometimes, or like social interactions are a little more strained because didn't have that community. So that's when, remember Skype? Skype was a thing, but now it's all Zoom, and now it's all like lives, Facebook, Instagram, all the things, right? Because people are desperate for connection and desperate for community, and we have it here right in front of our faces and don't take action on it. I'm telling you, Loopy, we need each other. Do not think that you can do this by yourself. You do not have to do this by yourself. I'm here. Our community's here. Please, if you need angel warriors and a host of heavenly angels and an army, there you go. There you go. Thank you, Carrie. You always come in with the Bible references. There you go. If you need a community, let me check my notes because I just went off on a passionate tangent about community. But yeah, if you need community, if you don't have people to fall back on like that, give me a DM, give me an email. My information is everywhere. If you feel like you are alone, or if you know a loopy who is alone, you reach out to them. Share this, have them reach out. We can do this together. Let them know that if you feel alone today, don't let yourself feel alone tomorrow. Reach out to someone. Doesn't have to be me. Doesn't have to be us. We're amazing, but it doesn't have to be us. Just know that support and community will get you the farthest you've ever gone, and you don't have to do this alone. And on that note, have a lovely rest of your Sunday. Thank you so much for being here with me. Y'all showed up tonight. And my random time didn't deter you. Community, yes. All right. Have a great night. Stay happily healed. Love y'all. Bye.